At BASF, we know the proper application of our seed treatment products is important to maximize their impact and to ensure an efficient process. In this video, we'll cover the primary considerations for the most effective and consistent results in seed treatment processes for our downstream distributors. Successful, consistent application of a seed treatment is dependent on several factors, including seed flow, flow rate, a well-maintained atomizer, drum angle, and drying time. With soybean seed, the most determining factor is the total volume of liquid applied to the seed. Each crop has a different application capacity, or total amount of liquid that can be applied to the seed. With soybean, the maximum liquid volume varies with environmental conditions. The upper limit is approximately 8 or 9 fluid ounces per hundredweight. With the use of certain finishing powders applied dry into the drum, this total application rate may be increased by a couple more fluid ounces per hundredweight. Before you start, check to be sure the seed flow calibration is accurate and the amount of seed running through the treater is within the specified capacity of the type and make of the treater you're using for the seed you're treating. For example, if the equipment manufacturer says the max capacity is 2,000 pounds per minute, you want to calibrate your seed wheel or seed flow regulation to stay under that capacity. If you're treating with a slurry mix, be sure to mix your treatment until it appears homogeneous, so all active ingredients are properly distributed within the slurry mixture. With direct injection, mix the product in its 15-gallon container prior to application for about 10 minutes. With both direct product injection and a slurry, priming all the pump lines to the atomizer is important to remove any air pockets that may cause uneven treatment application at the beginning of a treatment batch, so that the seed flow does not start before the treatment is delivered to the atomizer. Now, let's cover some tips to get the best results from your seed treater. Keeping the atomizer clean and clear of buildup ensures even and consistent coverage of the seed as it flows past the atomizer for the primary treatment distribution. It's a good practice to have regularly scheduled disassembly, thorough cleaning, and clearing of any residue or treatment buildup that may cause improper operation. Achieving optimum drum performance is dependent on drum speed, drum angle, water volume, and pounds per minute of seed in the drum. The goal is to distribute treatment evenly to get thorough coverage and distribution of the treatment on the seed while also achieving proper drying time. Proper drum speed needs to be managed to provide good seed mixing for the secondary distribution of the treatment on the seed and to produce good air mixing into the seed bed to help initiate drying. The drum angle combined with drum speed determine the residence time of the seed in the drum, allowing for secondary treatment distribution from the mixing of the wet seed at the front of the drum. As seed travels down the drum, drying starts to occur. If the seed is too wet, the drum angle can be adjusted to lengthen the time of the seed in the drum to facilitate additional drying. For longer runs, a tack line or a dry line may form. Noting where this tack line occurs in your drum when an ideal treatment is achieved can serve as a good standard measurement for proper drum setup. Signs of improper treatment application can be detected early by keeping an eye on a few key things. Prevent or correct buildup. Seed dust particles in dirty seed will provide material that can cause unwanted buildup in the drum. For best results, always try to treat clean, well-conditioned seed that's free of any dust or debris. Water ratio. The amount of water in the slurry can influence buildup. In many cases, adding slightly more water to the treatment may help alleviate buildup, as long as it does not cause the seed to be too wet when exiting the drum. If you have wet or sticky seed on the conveyor in the seed box, consider these 3 adjustments. Flatten the drum angle to get more mixing time in the drum for better seed drying. This may require reducing the seed throughput or pounds per minute. Reducing water in the treatment slurry, if possible, may help reduce wet seed. The use of a drying powder like seed luster may help as well. If you notice poor coverage, check your water volume and/or your seed throughput speed. If too little water is applied with the treatment, the mixture will be too dry and cause poor seed coverage. Additional water may need to be added to the mixture to get good treatment coverage. Volume should be a minimum of 5 fluid ounces per hundredweight. Add water if needed to get to this level. Too high of a seed throughput, pounds per minute, may not allow for proper distribution of the treatment on the seed. When applying inoculant, it helps to know that inoculants have low solids level in their formulation and are very similar to applying water. If you have a high total application rate, it may be worth limiting any water from the seed treatment recipe or slurry, and the inoculant will then perform the same function as the water for treatment coverage. Limiting the water from the treatment mix when applying an inoculant will also reduce the possibility of wet seed exiting the drum. When using an inoculant, it's important to use non-chlorinated water. A separate tank should also be used for biologicals like inoculants. Applying high-quality seed treatment products from reputable manufacturers that are formulated for seed treatment application and proper drying on the seed will produce best results. At BASF, we're committed to working with you to power the potential of every seed. We hope this video helps you better understand the proper techniques for applying products with a downstream treater. For more precise information about the operation of your treater, contact your equipment manufacturer. And remember, the seed treatment product label is the ultimate authority. For resources on handling treated seed and seed treatment stewardship, visit www.seed-treatment-guide.com.
BASF, we create chemistry.